I never thought I'd have to make this video, but after some recent events on this channel, I am left with no other choice. This does not even deserve a Captain's Log introduction, as this is dead serious. It's no secret that YouTube has a history of fucking up. I think everybody remembers the many adpocalypses that this platform has started over perceived danger to advertisers. Case in point, YouTube has a very strict set of guidelines and rules as to not scare away advertisers and to cover their asses legally. As well as this, they would like to preserve their brand image of being squeaky clean and corporate, just like practically every other social media. While every online space must have moderation to some degree, I think we can all agree that many times, YouTube either takes it too far or takes some completely unnecessary actions against its creators. And unfortunately, this channel is no exception. I feel really bad for having to make this video instead of my up-and-coming Superhuman video, which me and my editor had to stop working on because of this. Due to the recent events, I'll be treating this as one of my regular uploads, so that's why there's some music and visuals. Plus, this could also kill my momentum if it's not made right. Rest assured, I'm definitely sincere in this vid, as you guys deserve something good to watch anyway, so why the hell not? I'll just do my normal thing and make it entertaining. And real quick, before we go any further, check out my Rumble channel, Triple Take, where you can see the archives of my videos in case something happens to my channel or my content. The video we'll be talking about will be there and uncensored for your viewing pleasure. The whole reason I'm even here is to clear some things up about my video on Cyraxx. This video was a documentary on Akron's very successful and upstanding individual, Chance Wilkins. The whole video was a deep dive and a strong critique on the actions and behaviors of Chance Wilkins. In the video, I talk about Chance's disgusting actions, appearance, physical altercations, and many interactions with the trolls that he had. On the night of March 1st of 2026, I was laughing my ass off at my daily dose of faithful sheriff VODs. 2 days after it was posted, YouTube took it down for harassment and cyberbullying. For some additional context, YouTube's definition of harassment and cyberbullying is, at least in this context, content that contains targeted harassment isn't allowed on YouTube. This includes, but is not limited to, threats, simulated violence, wishes for death or serious injury, and reveling in or mocking the death or serious injury of an identifiable individual." Unquote. In the clip, which I will not play the audio of just to be safe, is a domestic dispute between Chance, Sally, and Ed. Now in the original clip, all of this is off camera, but we could hear a few loud bangs. I made an edit of this showing Star Platinum from the niche manga JoJo's Bizarre Adventure punching that one vampire dude in Dio's mansion. Now I will say this is a bit tricky, as while this isn't directed at Chance, it clearly shows some level of simulated violence, whom we could assume YouTube thinks is being cyberbullied, although the individual who is being targeted is clearly not identifiable. This was mostly done to turn a potentially fucked up situation into a gag, which follows the comedic tone of this video. While I can definitely see why this was the wrong move in hindsight, I think calling this harassment and cyberbullying is a bit of a stretch. Nonetheless, there is some nuance here, and ultimately I was willing to just censor the video and re-upload it. Also, I'll admit, I was a little mean in the video. I didn't have to go so hard on him if my intention was simply to inform, as many other Rax videos simply let his heinous actions speak for themselves, which in hindsight, I probably should have done. Also, that being said, there are many other cow YouTubers that go much harder than me on the subjects of their videos, especially Cyraxx. This guy is not only a PDF file, but he is also a granny beater, among many other horrible things, so honestly in my opinion, it's deserved. Also, that being said, throughout the video, I repeatedly tell my audience not to go out and harass or bully Chance, and that's both morally and legally unjust. While you can still bully somebody without sending a legion of your internet goons after them, and having a bunch of disclaimers, it still shows your intentions not to spread hate or cause harassment, and that is the appropriate and necessary thing to do in this situation. That is why literally every other cowtuber, or anyone for that matter, constantly makes these disclaimers if their videos are about somebody else online. So anyways, the first Cyraxx video got taken down and I was hit with a community guidelines warning, since this was my first channel offense. I decided that I'd wait about a week or so before uploading a censored cut of the same video. In the new cut, I got rid of the flagged clip, I touched up the editing a bit, and I cut out some of the harsher parts of the video, as well as censoring some more bits and pieces just to be on the safe side. If it had ended there, I wouldn't be here making this video. I uploaded the censored cut on March 9th of this week, at the time of making this video, and not even 2 days later, the video got removed again. And this time, it was completely 100% unjust, and I sincerely think YouTube made an error in their judgment. For starters, when I go back to see this clip that got flagged, it won't even let me review it like the first upload. Thank you for the transparency, YouTube. Thankfully, I prepared for something stupid like this to happen, so I just screenshotted it on my phone while I was literally on call with my buddies playing GTA. So I'm sure you're asking yourself, what did they clip this time? Well, dear viewer, I did something really bad this time, worse than something Daddy05 would do. I made a disclaimer telling people not to cyberbully Chance Wilkins. And yes, I am completely serious when I say that YouTube literally flagged the first 5 seconds of this video. For some reason, this bit of footage was just so bad that it got the entire video taken down. Literally all it is Chance freestyling over a beat and the text simply fades onto the screen. And then it cuts to my intro sequence. I get that maybe timestamps aren't 100% precise, but to that I say the previous flagged clip, the timestamp synced up almost perfectly to the intense part of the domestic dispute clip, so I'm getting mixed messages here. Literally all that I say in this paragraph is to not harass or cyberbully Chance, which is exactly what YouTube thought I was promoting here. If this can really be spun as cyberbullying and harassment, then anything can. And granted, in the next segment I do compare him to a goblin. This would be more understandable, albeit still unjust, but if that was really what got the video taken down, then why wouldn't they simply just flag that part of the video? My intro is not short, so there's less room for interpretation here. They were two completely separate parts of the video, but apparently I fucked up big time in YouTube's eyes because I received a community guidelines strike, which will stay on my channel until June, and also means that I can't upload for a week, among other things. I literally cannot upload for as long as it took God to make the heavens and the earth, all because of this. Now what really pisses me off here, apart from the fact that I lost weeks of effort, and I got a strike, and I lost out on some ad revenue, is the fact that YouTube has been extremely difficult during this entire process. I appealed both of these decisions just to have YouTube deny it in less than 20 minutes. If this video was really so bad, then why couldn't they just simply give me multiple reasons as to why it was against TOS? If someone is to try and do right by editing their video to be more compliant, then how are they supposed to know to make their content more YouTube friendly if they don't even know what they did? I get that it's creators' responsibility to read up on the guidelines, but in that case it would have been better for them to just not give a timestamp at all. Like, this just makes it look like a complete lapse in their judgment, which is why it's even more disheartening to see YouTube reject the appeal. Mind you that every appeal is analyzed by a human reviewer. So a human being watched this clip and agreed with their helmet-wearing IQ bots. Clip that, why don't you? And by the way, yeah, that's not cyberbullying because a bot is not a living person. I mean, with this logic, you could literally call practically any critical video on somebody harassment and cyberbullying. Unless you literally just spend the entire video kissing the ass of whoever you're talking about and being completely neutral on the subject. And there have been many such cases, and worse cases, of YouTube making stupid moderation decisions on other channels who also did nothing. There have literally been entire channels that were completely compliant with TOS that just got nuked to the degree that their creators literally quit because it was too much to deal with. Their dreams of being a content creator and having their childhood dream job were just completely fucking destroyed because they had a YouTube mod that just didn't like them for some reason. And I am praying to God that that does not happen to this channel. The fuck are we supposed to do? Make wholesome Chungus toy reviews? High key, I might start a SoyTube Kids content farm, then I'll be able to afford my dream Cobra SVT. After all, I only have 53 bands left to go. Because of all this, I might have to diversify my content a bit, and this will likely mean making less lolcow videos. Now, I love documenting cows just as much as the next leaping lemur, but if I can literally get banned for bullshit and completely utter bullshit, then it might be too risky. I mean, by this logic, I could get struck down for commenting on Nova Online's greasy hair, or Daniel Larson's scabies.
Uphill to get rid of these scabies all over me. It was nice knowing you, friends. Now you're all dead.
Or the White Bowser speech impediment. Mind you that plenty other incredibly popular cowtubers do this in literally almost all of their videos. But when I do it in one video, it's an issue all of a sudden. Not saying that they shouldn't be able to, but it's completely hypocritical on YouTube's behalf. And I get it, there's some things that may slip through the cracks. There's some channels that may not be moderated to the degree of others, but it just makes no sense. I think YouTube should do a better job of consistently enforcing their policies and not making us walk on eggshells constantly, or live in fear of our shit getting taken down when other people are literally making thousands off of these types of videos. I think regardless of this, I still wanted to branch out my content a bit and focus on some other cool things that aren't just lolcows. I have a huge backlog of videos planned, but I'm still open to some suggestions based on what y'all want to see. So if y'all have any ideas, please leave them down in the comments below. Regardless of whatever I cover on this channel, I'm still gonna stay true to my roots. After all, most of you are probably subscribed because of the atmosphere and the editing of the channel, along with my commentary, and that isn't going anywhere, so don't worry. Also, if any of my videos get taken down, like I said, you can find them out on Rumble. And maybe someday, I'll open up a Patreon so you can see the fully uncensored videos and behind the scenes, among some other cool shit like supporting me and helping me buy alcohol. Also, I got monetized, which is pretty fire if you ask me. I still made myself a pretty good chunk of change off of that Cyraxx video while it was still up, so at least this is a full-on side hustle now, and now my editor gets to feed his kids. This also means I'll definitely be playing it safe on top of living in fear of being banned. Also, thank you guys so much for helping me get to over 1,400 subscribers. That number is absolutely insane to me, and it keeps getting bigger by the day. That Cyraxx video got me into the 4 digits, and I never really thought I'd see that day. Also, thank every single one of you guys for making my childhood dream of being a YouTuber possible, and I implore you to stick around as you will not be disappointed. Just from uploading those 2 Cyraxx videos, they got a combined total of over 20,000 views, and I made myself some pretty decent money off of it, so thank you. As for the superhuman video, I might have to delay it for a bit, as I feel like I could get in trouble for showing a dude jumping on barbed wire for a living. Also, next video is gonna be a surprise.